everyone, and welcome! It's time for another round of some Battlefield 6, as every week. And today is a big update. We have a new map, we have battle pickups, we have new weapons, we have new factions, a new faction, we have like, well, sub-faction, we have new stuff to unlock, etc. And, yeah, lots of stuff to do. Might have some people joining later. We'll see, but, we have update notes, there's a free gift. Okay, yeah. Okay, so stuff to do. So want people to play with sabotage. To launch missiles. Absolutely not a problem. Not a problem. I guess I have to hit up Danny the next days then again. Sidearms would do that anyway. What do we have here? Matches and multiplayer, easy. Ground vehicle stuff, ground vehicle stuff. Gauntlet. No. Loot chest and battle royale. Be gone. I like that a lot more. There's two ground vehicles. Hey, you know what? That's a lot of vehicle stuff. As a team and multiplayer. I mean, that's... You know what? Be gone. Domination. Okay, I guess. What do we have now? More battle royale stuff. Okay. Not that relevant. Oh, okay. GGH-22 or M44. Headshot kills with pistols. Oh, well, that should all not be a problem. I guess. One of them. Okay. Oh yeah. If you're wondering, there's now basically a resistance one. And they still haven't class locked them, which they maybe should. Just saying. Why did the sound just suddenly get so low? Okay, where did my sound go? What is going on here? Ah. Whee! Okay, you have very California. Anyway, yeah, the map looks great. I mean that was already clear from how's it called, reviews, but I also heard it plays really well, which I would not be surprised, since this is a much less open sideline map, you know, actually the opposite of what people claim they want, but, well... Oh, wait, there's something on the... What is here? Mm-hmm. Eh? Ooh. Wait. Is this... Ooh! Minigun. Wait, can we maybe get... There was a helicopter around here. Helicopter! Or any small vehicle. Interesting how, the power weapon went from the big grenade launcher, the 50 caliber sniper rifle, and, you know, the flamethrower, to... Oh, yeah, and the katana. Katana was already a bit goofy, but, honestly, I kinda hope they bring it back. Like, if my theory is correct, that the next season is actually, Philippines, Southern Japan, I truly hope they're doing, a katana pickup again. Because it was stupid, but it was insanely fun. Okay, why the fuck is it... So is that... Is there something about miniguns that I do not know? Or did someone put in the wrong value? Ooh, 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 ooh. Interesting. How's this one called? It's the fucking Roche MK2. Okay, so we had the MK1, but this one seems to be a lot bigger. But, it's so funny how since, I think 2142 and, well, 4, how everything is, like, it's always the Roches. No one else creates railguns in this universe. Okay. It is a pretty big map. Oh, wait, it's not that big. It's like actually pretty similar to... Okay. It's actually pretty similar to Blackwell Fields, I would say. Yes. Yes. Hear me. Not that strong, though. It is funny how the Roche is, the MK2 is, less advanced, though, than the MK1. I mean, hey, I will hear enough stuff about, well, ray guns are not sensible and realistic anyway. We're just like, yeah, shut up. I mean, they could actually do a laser weapon at some point, maybe. Maybe as a, you know, how's it called? A counterpoint to maybe flamethrower. I mean, flamethrower would still be probably more sensible, but because again, lasers are actually really fucking strong. That's one thing I keep hearing. The people are like, oh, laser, you know, that's bad, that's shit. I'm like, no, lasers actually, like, you just have no idea how strong lasers truly are. And also they have been just misportrayed all the time. In media, and especially video games are sleeping on laser weaponry, actually. Trust me. Like, because the thing about the laser is, it kind of has this bad reputation. Because, you know, movies and shows always took it as the, you know, oh, it's the kid-friendly option, you know? No blood, no, you know, unsavory things, etc. Which is fucking funny, considering that, how should I put it in the best way? So if you get hit by a laser, it boils your flesh. It superheats it, and then it explodes. So, I don't know, just think about the idea of, you know, maybe it shouldn't be that drastic, but impersonation, but yeah, that sounds like quite the flesh wound. Wait. And also, if you want to, if you're then like, okay, but what about stuff like, you know, pulse firing ones? So here's the thing. The thing about how lasers operate, how they work, and what they do is that by nature, they heat the air up around them as they travel. And I don't mean just like, oh yeah, yeah, wrong. Wait, did it fucking reset my... Okay, I'm slightly pissed. Wait. Okay, you know what? I just realized it, probably... control settings. No. No. Okay, so... Here we are. Primary, secondary. It's 5. 1, 2. I unbound it from the first one. Really a lot of challenges at this time. Oh no, it works. Oh, definitely need to kill more people with that birdie in the domination match I have to do, but sidearm kills. Damage to ground vehicles. Yeah, okay. I should probably leave this. Someone wants to join? I would say 1. Otherwise, it would be a bit, a lot, I would say. So, hello, June. Da 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 da. Yeah, there we go. Okay, then let's do some stuff. But yeah, I mean, I would say really 1. Just, here's the thing. I'm not going to be someone who's like, it's just like, the thing about battle passes, they just eat your time. I would generally hope they would actually switch to a model that is just, like, genuinely just about, you know, you have it and you keep it. Like, you know, ironically, Halo, the one of the very, very few things Halo Infinite did good. For everything else, we would need to talk about Halo Infinite. Which, do we really want to do that? Anyway, there's, but yeah, otherwise I would generally say just get 1. have literally just one game you can play. Because here's also just the fact, I don't think one should play too many multiplayer games at all. Like, there are some games you can play multiplayer, like, for example, you know, generally playing, for example, all the Paradox Interactive games in multiplayer with Agonia. But, you know, those are one of those, yeah, they get updated, and yeah, but, you know, they're not like, oh, hey, you need to have 24/7 commitment. And I do think we need more games like that. I do think too many games forget about having good combat loops and yeah, just having, you know, just good gameplay loops that you can just keep playing with, you know, without needing to constantly, like, there is a fun in having stuff that you can do constantly, but as enough people point out, lol, it will eat your time away. No, golf cart, no. Yeah, there is a reason I have my give myself a hard cap of you know, one game I will really play with a battle pass, because like listen, I think you can have more space than but at some point it's just unhealthy, you know. And I just wouldn't recommend it. Simple as that. Yeah, I mean, hell. The weird thing is, you know, playing stuff like Left 4 Dead again, I do think too many co-op games also just overlook the fact that people do not want dailies or other bullshit. They want, here's something they can just play with friends when they have fun. Maybe have some RPG system like Payday 2, who cares? But make it a, you know, pay to expand the game thing, not, oh, you need to keep playing. No, bullshit. You. Oh, nice. But yeah. You know, okay, listen, 6 gacha games is already a lot. And I don't think the battle pass is the main problem there. So maybe dial that down. Like, listen, I don't think I can say I have like the best, how's it called? The best way of handling things in terms of games. But like, at the very least, I'm like, you know, I'm like, okay, I have Battlefield, I play that. I play, otherwise, not a lot more. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay, team, this is not the best yeah. Hey. It's like that. What is meaningful? Oh. And to a degree, you have to decide that yourself, I would say. Okay, what did we just actually do? We still need to do kills with sidearms. Well, that's easy. Yeah, Eastwood is probably the map everyone. I do think Blackwell Fields is not bad, but yeah. This is probably more what people had in mind when they had a California map. There we go. But yeah, I do think Blackwell Fields wasn't really bad, but yeah, not what people actually expected in the map. Which actually is kind of an interesting thing to think about. See, That went not as good, but surprisingly good still. Ah, fuck. Oh, I didn't see that one as fast as I should have. Hey, I just got a few things down. Nice. Yes. Wait, is it? No, do I have to get killed? Okay, I have to be the one doing the killing. Ah, well. Ooh, hello. I feel like tanks actually can sustain a bit more fire now. You know what? Let me get the key. It's very important. Yeah, so here's the thing. Right now, I feel like every season is, themed after a location. Fine. And there's gonna be 2 new maps and a remake. Also fine. Okay, so this is probably the first, since Hardline, that we got this many, America maps in the Battlefield game, just in general. Like, we have 4 now. And there's gonna be a 5th, apparently, which I feel is going to be at the beginning. Beginning of the next year. It's gonna be the remake that got data mined, so that's gonna be interesting. Thing is just it leaves me a bit cold for the how's it called? A bit cold for the East Coast one, because we have 2 New York maps. Okay, good. Base game, fine. Okay, do that. The thing is just... we now have 2 more urban maps, also in California. We're probably gonna... well, there's gonna be probably one more urban map coming. And one less urban map. Ah, fuck. Why did you turn around? Don't do that. It's illegal. I wanted to knife you. So I'm like, listen. Proposition. The East Coast deserves another map. A large map. A remake map. Actually. Let's assist with gadgets. Oh, yeah, right. I need to do that as well. Oh. Yeah, I do have this feeling that one just bring basically the map count up bigger. Really? That was actually pretty simple in my opinion. Or do you mean the ones you have are more incremental? Truth be told, if Battlefield wasn't actually set up so generously in comparison to other games, I probably would not play it. In that regard, you know, I wouldn't not that I wouldn't play it. It's probably more like I would not bother with them, because yeah, like if you tell me, oh hey, I have a certain amount of time getting through shit, then at least don't make it a fucking chore for me. Because if it's a chore, I'm not gonna do it. I did a chorey battle pass once, and I still have people defending it, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. No. Oh hey, Malcolm in the Middle reference. Anyway. Like, if something isn't respecting my time, no. And, yeah, that pass was like the first night wave of, Warframe. And let me tell you, it was so ass. I and the Gonica legitimately stopped playing the game. Just outright.
Oh, the beginning was fun, but there we didn't know it was a battle pass yet. I think we were even the first to post about the wolf and the first to kill them.
Oh yeah, we were like, hey, we got this, and we were like, we got some stuff done fast, and we're like, look, we have that, and you know, progress, and that was actually really fun. And then, you know, it slowly settled in that wait a fucking second, this is time gated. Like, I mean, yeah, to a degree. to a degree, you have time-gated progress also in here because, you know, you just get weekly missions and stuff. But first of all, they don't suck ass. Like, the thing about Warframe was that it always was a game where you could just play on your own, how you want to play. And suddenly the game was like, make weird setups, else you couldn't do shit. And it was...
The problem was the only thing that was time gated was relic availability and some events.
Mm-hmm.
They were recurring events.
Mm-hmm.
Nightwave was the first basically continuous event.
Yeah.
So that's point one. And then they also introduced missions.
Mm-hmm.
Daily, weekly, and monthly, I think.
Yeah.
And they were terrible.
They were terrible. Absolutely. And the thing is just, how should I put it in the best way? It was just genuinely shitty. Because the problem is, listen, here in Battlefield, you also get progress, and a good bunch, especially in the beginning, from just playing the game. Every single one I played gives you some progress just by playing. Well, take a wild fucking guess what the one in how's it called?
Getting the
Yeah, the one in Warframe was like quite literally, nope, you just get progress if you do missions. Nothing else. You either do the shitty missions we do, or fuck off. Oh, cool. I like, a good number of ideas are press the skip button. You are done for today. Come back when we release new stories. Well, that sounds shit. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I mean, from what I know, those games are generally like. From what I heard, MiHoYo games are generally pretty well written, but the thing is, how should I put it? Oh yeah, they're using AI. Fuck them. Like, yeah. I mean, didn't like Genshin anyway, so I didn't even bonker with all the other stuff, but it just felt like, oh, let's basically make slight variations of Genshin just for all the people that, didn't want to play Genshin. Different gameplay styles as well, but like, sorry, I mean, it's gambling. Like, I'm still baffled that people told me, oh, Battlefield is so predatory and bad, and I just sit there being like, you're playing gambling, and your argument is, well, it's free. Fuck off. I mean, genuinely, I had people tell me, oh yeah, this is bad because I pay money for it and they have microtransactions. Like, you play gambling. Like, let's just be really it. Those are slot machines. Like, holy shit. This shouldn't be hard to even point out. I know that these games can be enjoyable and you can play without them, but like, fundamentally, they're designed to prey on the weakest people, so.
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
Oh, what the fuck?
Cheers! Thank you!
We're moving on objective Alpha. We have light armored vehicles ready for combat.
Okay. I mean, that's good, but like, just want to say, like, it's still a lot of stuff you play at once.
We need to rally defense on the marked objective. They're attacking objective Bravo.
Enemy vehicle!
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, we're doing this. Okay. Nope, you're not climbing onto me. Or us. Okay. This is good. This is going well. This is going very well. I see no problem with this. Wow, we demolished the clubhouse. I mean, the most obvious one is that no game that has used Gen AI in any form should have been nominated, so, since it is now, I will say, I do hope everyone fucking doesn't vote for Claire Obscure Expedition 33, no matter how good the game is, because I heard it is good. But they used Gen AI and then were very, very, weaselly about it, so, fuck that. That's a very basic thing. Also, no Silent Hill F in the Game of the Year awards. Cowards. I do think like listen, I feel like this year is very much you can cut out a bunch of games that people like because again you have the whole Gen AI thing, which, you know, again, should not get any traction because it's bullshit. On the other hand, I do think the Game of the Year nominees this time are very much a lot of just popular ones. Like, I mean, from what I heard, the new Donkey Kong is apparently really good. I haven't played that one, but I heard it from like very much a lot of people. Like, okay, yeah, that this might be the best one on the one of the best they have done in years, which is, you know, fair point. But again, I think the irony is that maybe Donkey Kong should win this just for shits and giggles, because like. From what I saw, this is just a, oh, you find things, you know, it's basically, it's a collectathon, and the collectathon won last year, and last year it won because basically, last year it was basically because it was just a really great game. You know, it was playful, joyful, you know, Astrobot was great. And I do think if you sit down this year and say, oh, hey, how about we go and make another collectathon that is also joyful, but you can destroy everything for bananas, the winner, I wouldn't really have a problem with that. What I do want, though, from that is the fact that it will cause a new meltdown in dipshits. Because some of you are like, how could Astrobot win? It's not a serious game. And like, when people just out themselves as just not playing good games, you know? Because that's what happened. Like, I'm sorry to just say this so bluntly. Fucking hell, you just didn't play any games, really, do you? So, but it's still in complete matches multiplayer, not a problem. Capture objectives and domination, we can do that later. Gadgets! And shoulder-launched missiles. We can do that later. So, featured, we have sabotage, I guess. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see how that new mode is, especially since we have to actually have to do it, so might as well. Ah, yeah, it is. But yeah, otherwise, I cannot really say a lot. I would say probably the ones that... It's probably like... It comes down to probably like Donkey Kong and Death Stranding. Because like everything else is a popular vote thing. And if you would say, if you just would even suggest the fact that they might not deserve that thing, that nomination, people would probably just go berserk because, like, let's just be real here. Silksong overdid it. Silksong pissed off a lot of people, even old Hollow Knight fans. Didn't matter because the fanatical fandom, which fan actually means, was just ready to run the fence for everything. So that's why it's on there. It's a popular thing. Similar with Clair Obscur, even though, you know, it had Gen AI, shouldn't be on any nomination list, because even if it's placeholder, fuck that. You need placeholder art? Make it a big purple triangle. Just fucking do it.
Or whatever form you need.
Whatever you need, just make it purple. Put placeholder on it. And everyone did. Don't come at us with bullshit like, oh. Yeah, we need to do this. No, you didn't. You just didn't want to pay artists and you got caught and now you're like, ah. We are so sorry. Yeah, fuck you. Anyway. Otherwise, yeah. Should have Hades 2 been on that list? You know what? Hot take, no. Again, Hades 2 is like, I know why people like it, but you know, if you make a game and say everyone, oh, you know, we're looking so out for, you know, Greek mythology and all that, and then you kind of make the most shallow interpretation of Greek mythology imaginable, and your fandom goes fucking livid when someone even dares to suggest that, hey, listen, if you make Kronos like the god of time in your game, okay, and his whole theming is watches, a thing that didn't even exist at the time of the Greeks, just because it makes the easiest shorthand for modern audiences to really get that this is about time and not actually, you know, care to represent any of the, you know, Greek ways time was shown and defined. I don't know. Yay! It's Hades 2 slander time. I mean, it's just like it's a good game, but yeah, the fandom is just very childish and not accepting that they're basically playing, you know, a young adult novel version of Greek mythology, and that this is maybe a little bit disrespectful. Like, everything they just do so many shots. They're like, oh, but we have this. It's like, I mean, here's the thing. There's something that feels a little bit shitty to me. And like, again, I am an able-bodied person. I will point that out for, but it feels shitty when a deaf goes and like, look how much we put thought into having, you know, gods with different skin colors or disabled gods, and I'm like, that's nice and that's good, but also then you're making it a Greek setting and just literally ignore so much about the Greek stuff about these gods. Again, Kronos just, you know, oh, it's clocks because time. So you know that every fucking idiot gets it. You know, very basically said. Or, you know, okay, hey, we have, or, you know, I think Muses, Sirens, they're just a rock band. Let's just ignore all the instruments that existed back in the day. Or all that. And also from what I heard, the story also ends like, basically, doesn't the story end with basically, how's it called? They did it because Time God is a great justification for roleplaying. You know, that's not even the worst idea. Like, I mean, I get it. Cool. In the first game, it's okay. You die and do it again. You die, do it again. But yeah, have an ending. Wow. Having an ending. What a concept. But like, from what I know, but also heard, the ending is also, what was it called again? Remember how that one expansion of World of Warcraft ended? Cataclysm? Like, it's a thrall moment. Because every other, you know, base game or expansion of World of Warcraft, the final story rate against the big bad was always the players defeated them. In Cataclysm, Thrall just jumped in and did a kill steal. Which is funny. I have to admit that ballsy idea to just go and say, whoops. Yeah. And I feel like, from what I heard in 2, they do the same thing. Like, Meleone doesn't even get to finish her own story. Someone else just jumps in and just decides for her, which is like... Again, Hades 2 and Silksong are just on there because of popularity. Not because, you know, they would actually... Again, they would deserve that compared to, you know, for example, Silent Hill F, which isn't perfect, but has a lot more to say. And there are a lot of games that came out this year that would deserve attention. But, like, I think we have just, that is the least, but no, the game should have actually fucking got a nomination. Like, I'm very sorry. Again, and with Clear Obscure, on one hand, I will just say, No, actually. I'm not the biggest stream viewer, actually. It depends on who I watch. Sometimes I know a few people and have them open, but I didn't even know she's streaming. Yeah. The thing is, again, I would say, in general, if a game was actually fucking using AI, should have been, you know, on there. I shouldn't have been on there, like, just don't. So, yeah. It's like, oh, but people like Claire Obscure. Yeah, and they shouldn't get a win in any of the 12 nominations, period. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, listen. Game of the Year should probably just go to either Death Stranding 2 or Donkey Kong Bonanza. Both I haven't played. Both I just heard very, very good things of, and I can totally understand why they're nominated and should be on there. And I would generally say Donkey Kong Bonanza should win it simply because it would be very fucking funny to have another dipshit meltdown. I think so. It's just, I mean, from what I know, the performances are good, and that's fine. But yeah. You know what? Again, Death Stranding 2 or Bonanza. But if it's Claire Obscure, someone should kick Jeff Keighley in the balls, take it away, and then literally put a statement out, we revoke that prize because Gen AI games should not be getting any prizes. Listen. If Geoff actually does that just to hand his friend Kojima a GOTY award, I do not care. Because generally, if it's for the wrong reasons, but a game with Gen AI should not get a fucking win. Like, that's just a very basic thing I will say here. Same in the multiplayer category. I know people will probably gonna hate to do this, and like, I'm gonna be honest with you here. You maybe, if you don't want you know, AI games to be getting any traction. Hey, so in the multiplayer category there is arc raiders. If you don't want to do that, maybe pull your votes behind the other multiplayer game that isn't using Gen AI, which is the one I'm playing right now, that is also nominated and has the likeliest amount to have a high number of votes. I'm just saying, I do think everyone who cares about Gen AI should organize this year and sabotage the vote. Like, yeah, maybe it should just be sensible to pool votes behind Death Stranding 2 or something. But like, again, do not give the games that use Gen AI in no matter what fashion any vote. Just don't. Like, I'm dead serious here. Just really don't do that. Wow, sabotage is buggy right now. But yeah. But those are my takes. I do think Hades 2 is shallow. And Yeah, that is just my goddamn take on this. I don't think, I do think most of the, most of the nominations are just purely, popular ones. I mean, I do think the weird thing about the Game Awards is that sometimes there are years I look at the nominations, I'm like, yeah, I get them. And this year, I'm like, I get why they're on there, but they do not deserve this. It, this is just a very nitpicky thing, but like, there are a bunch of games, or there's just a lot of games that are, again, just there because they're popular. And again, Clear Obscure, if it didn't do AI, I would have probably been supportive of. Even though there's going to be a lot of racist shit being thrown around if it actually wins any awards about, how the West showed the Japanese how to be better at their own game, which is like, fuck off. Yeah. Because Clear Obscure basically is a turn-based RPG, very much in the style of JRPGs, and apparently it's really good, but like, yeah, it can't win. The racism would be overwhelming. Again, aside from the whole...
Isn't that just expanded Paper Mario?
It is basically just expanded Paper Mario, which I would not have a problem with.
Yeah,
like, listen...
On its own would be totally fine.
Yeah. There's...
And if you then say you beat the Japanese, technically you beat Nintendo, which is the...
not really Nintendo, especially Square Enix.
I'm talking about Paper Mario.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Technically would have beat them, which is the game industry equivalent of a donkey that only moves forwards after moving 2 steps backwards.
Yeah, but also, as I pointed out, people will spin it as the West cucked Japan at their own game, which is
why I added that. If anything, it would be Paper Mario, which would be Nintendo.
Yeah,
which is a very low bar. Nintendo hasn't done good games since over a decade.
Some of them were
they have passable games. You can enjoy them, but good. I know, nowadays everything has a 7 out of 10, otherwise it's terrible.
I mean, in terms of gameplay, it definitely is more a better Paper Mario, that is true. Which I already find interesting that people associate them more with Square Enix, but lol, LMAO. But yeah, the racism will be overwhelming. It's just... And there's, it's kind of amazing how fast Claire Obscure just soured on me, because it really went from, oh well, yeah, that is looking interesting, who knows, maybe one day, to, oh god, this is using Gen AI, and yeah, and then everyone, and then people started with the weird racism takes. As in, like, oh, look how it doesn't mishandle it like most JRPGs. And I just start being like, it's a fucking JRPG. Like, here's the thing. The guy that made it was basically doing Ubisoft games. I think they did Tom Clancy's... Didn't they do Ghost Recon Breakpoint before that? And then they were just like, fuck it, we're gonna make the one game I wanted to do all the time. And that should be aspiring. That should be genuinely like, fuck it, I'm gonna do the one game I always wanted to do. And even if it's like my Super Mario tribute that is, Paper Mario tribute that is really fucking French, I would genuinely be like, yeah, go, do it. it would be the perfect example of how much talent is like just stuck in studios like Ubisoft, because, you know, they have the money, but they can't actually make the games they want there, even if they would be profitable. And but, you know, then, you know, you had the whole, there's the Ubisoft. Like, it's just like, yeah, and it's like, oops, you were not supposed to see this. Oh, fuck off. Like, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, anything else? I mean, what do you, does everyone else think of the nominations, or is there anything that stood out? I mean, oh yeah, one thing I would definitely say that should definitely make them reconsider. Yeah, I would say that's also a big problem. Cycle F should have been in every category. Yeah. Why did they should not fucking... Okay. I'm going to be really, really honest here. Okay? The TGA wants to be basically the Oscars of gaming. And I do think that's fine. The problem here is the Oscars are basically a circle jerk. Like, but the thing is, the Oscars are a circle jerk of people that genuinely know movies. And they do a lot of times, you know, nominations and wins that pisses the normal people off because they just can't get it. But, you know, if you actually understand a little bit about, you know, movie theory, you'd be like, oh yeah, that is justified. Like, I mean, there is the thing of Oscar bait, which is like, it's fair, but then, you know, you can also see where these movies are coming from to a degree, because, you know, listen, I would say, yeah, Mad Max Fury Road was snubbed of Movie of the Year, you know, but I feel like this was probably more to a degree that they felt, shit, we can't just do only Mad Max, because they had the anyway, they had the Lord of the Rings sweep. Like, don't say the Oscars are too biased. If a popular movie comes out that is actually good, it can earn like 13 Oscars at once. Like, and it was completely justified that time. The thing is just, I get why they didn't choose Mad Max. I do think they probably have the whole, let's be a bit more, you know, held back on just handing stuff out to one movie. Yeah, fair. It's just, again, the thing is, those are the Oscars. They are basically, and let's just put it like this, an elitist circle jerk. Mainly focused on stuff Hollywood is bringing out. But also, they're an elitist circle jerk by people that know their shit. You know? That's the thing. I get where they are coming from. The Game Awards want to be an elitist circle, want to basically be the Oscars, but let's just be real here. The Game Awards are the fucking Golden Globes in incompetent. They just have money to pretend they're big. They have a lot of money handing, shifting hands behind their back. No, I mean that literally with the Golden Globes, by the way. The Golden Globes were literally just a thing by one magazine that was by a bunch of journalists that generally just wanted to control who is who's getting that they basically report more in the Hollywood industry exclusively than everyone else. So they made their own award show, and basically you could just buy yourself the nominees, okay? And they decided a lot of times if your movie made it big. Yeah, as I said, the Golden Globes. Okay, Claire, you don't have an idea how shitty the Golden Globes were, right? Okay, yeah, they were basically just the bribe awards, because you know who made the Golden Globes big per association? Because they didn't want to, they just wanted to bypass the Oscars and all the other stuff. Harvey Weinstein. I think a lot of dots are connecting right now. And if you're wondering, wait, no, it was a den of sexual abuse. By the way, they are also the reason why people like they also promoted, and the Golden Globes were mainly there to promote stuff. Okay, that's the thing. They were a promotion show. Like, again, if the Weinstein Company wanted one of their movies or one of their stars to go big, they got a Golden Globe, period. And if you didn't play by their rules, well, you got blacklisted. And you're probably thinking, wait a second. It can't be that bad, right? Oh yeah, the Golden Globes are basically the same, but like in a different way. This is why I say the Game Awards are shittier. Because they just, like, the Game Awards are basically, oh hey, you're a big company and you're standing good with us, you get a nomination. Period. And we can hand you a few awards. And the rest is just business. The Golden Globes are basically more like, we give you an award if you just, grease our palms enough. And, if we can sexually assault a few of your actors if you want to. By the way, that happened. I mean, I guess at this point, I could say, you know what, maybe the Game Awards are better than the Golden Globes, simply because, they don't fucking have... Okay, at least we don't know about sexual assault. So, who the fuck knows? Maybe that is still coming. Keely! What did you do to Kojima? No, I shouldn't joke about that. Because, again, one of the most famous stories of the Golden Globes is the guy that led the institution that did the Golden Globes. Well, remember Brendan Fraser? So, the head of the organization that did the Golden Globes, because they're basically gone now, because of all this shit blowing up, sexually assaulted Brendan Fraser. And Brendan Fraser literally just was like in private, hey, can you just maybe, just give me an apology for what you did? And if you're wondering why there weren't any Brendan Fraser movies until recently, it's because of that. They blacklisted him from the industry. Anyway, so yeah, wouldn't surprise me if there's some shitty business going on behind the scenes at the Game Awards as well. It's just a personal thing. I don't know how much or at all, but this is just a personal guess. We only suck in normal ways. That's an achievement, actually. If you think about it for a second, that's an achievement. I don't even know how to properly put it into words. Like, that's an achievement. Oh hey, we just suck in normal ways. Hooray! So sabotage really just on those two maps. We're gonna go into the Gamer World premiere. Yeah.
Enemy spotted in our perimeter. We need all equipment defended. Out.
I mean, are we probably gonna watch it again this year? Yeah.
I have to.
I mean, it's one of those, I know a bunch of people always join by and, you know... What? Listen, I'm not too thrilled about it, about a lot of stuff. Like, there are years where I'm just like, I know, I guess. Who cares? You know, sometimes I'm like, yeah, you know, again, I see the nominations, and it's fine. But I would say most of the years it's just I'm a streamer about gaming content. People tune in if I restream stuff like the Game Awards. I can invite people like Patrick and have a fun talk about that. And, yeah. It just sucks so much that every other, like, you could so easily make a better award show. I'm just, like, genuinely, I'm genuine here. It is kind of amazing that the only one who really wants to actually do this kind of award show and means it is Keeley. And that's a key thing I want to point out. He means that. I just think his perception of how it should happen is very, very fucked. Okay? Like, I know there's like the BAFTA awards and such, but like, none of them ever sit down and actually try to make it, okay, how do we actually get people engaged? And yeah, they don't really do that, so. Hi bots. And bye, bot. Why is it 300 revive or resupply teammates at objectives? What are you smoking? Hey, that's just... It's so unclear what they want in that mode, but like, God. I truly hope you... Can you reroll that? You can't. Holy shit. That's something I definitely need to play with some people over time. If they don't make that less. But yeah. Again, I'm just very interested how everything ends here, because like I know they keep there's gonna be the map a variant in 3 weeks, which is gonna be very interesting. You know, snowy New York. Actually very interesting, very nice. Yeah, I said that before. I do feel after this one they will probably go and you know, don't do that many maps in the USA anymore. And right now, you know, if the remake map is real, and it's definitely real, like, I'm kind of already teasing it. That would mean we have like 5 USA maps, but like 2 are bigger vehicle ones, 4 are basically urbanized ones, and only 1 is really field. So I would suggest they should actually maybe consider making a final remake map for the USA. And make it either Operation Harvest, Operation Road Rage, because, like, I think Road Rage might be better because you maybe even have the small... You can expand that one mall into, like, an actual mall. But, like, hey, we do want to have our, you know, West Coast open highway field map. That would be great. Anyway, God, this mode sucks. I'm just... Bullshit. Ah.
Take what you can carry! Cover me! Let's move! Cheers! Thank you!
We've destroyed Alpha. Good work.
not doing themselves favors by making this the main thing to play. To have the second, to unlock the second path at all. Just no. It's just not good. Holy shit. Ah! Why are your mission designs, why is the mission design team so bad? Nine of 300. How much should I play this mode? Make it 30, you madman. Or was it supposed to be 30? And again, was it supposed to be 30 and someone just added a last zero by accident in the file? Did you do the whole, did you maybe have the, when you shoot the minigun and it goes downwards? Did someone accidentally put in the wrong value? I don't know. Okay. You know what? Let's go for... some reason, oh, Eastwood isn't in there. Let's just go with it. Actually, yeah. I do want to play Eastwood. And let's do it breakthrough. And then we can still look into Rush, because those are the two modes that really interest me the most and how the new map is played. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, hey, if you want to have the best and most objective game awards of the year, you should tune into the NIA Awards, as we do every year, and we're gonna be absolutely giving the best critiques of any game out there. Even those we haven't played because we are so big brain. So Pax is defending some reason again. Yay, they are happening again. It's a free sector mapping. Oh my god. They really can just... Why is every goddamn... There's so much space down here. Two flags. Why is it always the one flag layout? Why? Oh my god. Yeah.
Take what you can carry.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested in seeing Downtown return, maybe in, in January. It sucks that we need to wait until January, but I guess they want to get their snowy New York out of the way, while it's still Christmas.
Let's go.
Ah.
Hostile casualties are being reported.
Need a medic.
Yo. Oh, nice. 21 finally. There we go. And I plan on getting all the carbines to the level where they have suppressors for maybe other weapons as well. Because suppressors in this game are very, very useful. You can see I can now be suppressed. Okay, what are you laughing?
I'm playing Paradox on the side, and if you say "we suppressed," it sounds wrong.
But it's true! Oh. What the weeklies are counting this time, but something seems bugged again. I love how missions just keep having stuff like, oh, they're not tracking. Actually, they are tracking. They're just not tracking what you think it should track, what it tells you, and you're like, what? Oh, nice. Now we have something bigger finally, with 2 objectives. You could have had 2 in the beginning. Just saying. Yeah, Eastwood is good. Really big fun and conquest. I think even Breakthrough is good. I'm very, very interested in Rush.
Take what you can carry.
But also, holy shit, there's so much space here. You could have had at least 4 more sectors. Why are you like that, Battlefield 6? Why is Breakthrough just getting the middle finger all the time?
Enemy attacking Bravo. Attention, we need defensive support on the mark. Let's go. Be advised, we have lost objective Bravo.
What? I mean, didn't they just... Listen, that is... Okay, that is generally not something I did expect to hear. But I am not against it. Oh god, I played the shit out of Guild Wars. Where did you hear that? Is that a leak or is this an announcement? What?
Objective Bravo has been secured.
Okay. Apparently they're remastering Guild Wars. So we're gonna have a good MMO again. Fuck. I gotta lie, I might play that one. I just might. Guild Wars Reforged, I think. Guildware. That's... We can look up the trailer in the after this. Damn. I mean, I don't think I've ever really heard of an MMO remake, but like a remaster, but also like, I mean, Guild Wars was not really an MMO as well, so I'm fine with that. It's very interesting. I mean, the thing is, for me, we started in the beginning with Guild Wars 2, but like, that game is sadly not as good as the first.
Let's go.
We also got in at an unfortunate time, I would say.
What?
We also got into Guild Wars 2 at an unfortunate
Yeah,
time.
it was...
It was like right before we would be eligible for the free upgrade when they changed to free-to-play. Yeah.
And then they did the expansion and... yeah.
Additionally, the balance was weird and
It's...
the biggest problem, the endgame is shit.
But okay, yeah, then we don't need to watch that trailer now on stream or so.
Let's go.
But it's still interesting to hear. Because, yeah, this is one of those things that... I mean, I still remember how one of the devs basically stumbled over the source code and was like, oh, hey, we haven't updated this game in years, and then just added stuff like higher FOV, longer view distances, just better stability. This was just like a really nice patch. And, you know, I played it with Agonia, and it was very fun, and maybe we play the remaster. Great, hell. I feel like enough people in this community already play Guild Wars 1. Wouldn't be too... I guess... Hey, if this is out and it's like just Guild Wars 1, it's just, you know, all 3 Guild Wars expansions, you could just do a... Oh yeah, we're playing through this and everyone can join and we can just have a guild and do guild stuff. You know, in Guild Wars. I would probably even I could even get Giffel maybe to join, who knows? He likes Guild Wars a lot.
Nobody here knows Giffel, I think.
That is absolutely no. Okay, you know what? That's a crime. Giffel is a legend.
Yeah.
That is surprising, but hey, I take it. I mean, I don't have a big hopes for, you know, Guild Wars, for Guild Wars 3, honestly. Like,
Come on.
I do think the fan base is a bit too much. No, don't add fun stuff into the game. Which is like, you know, actual different weapons, actual, you know, progress with equipment, actual RPG stuff.
Oh, you mean...
Because I do think Guild Wars 2, at
What
least,
do you mean with actual different weapons?
you know, stuff like either that you can find or craft stronger weapons that don't just cap out at some point, or, you know, stuff like maybe Ragnarok Online, where there are just very unique, there's just very unique stuff to complement builds. Damn, that's a lot of Guild Wars. Yeah, I mean, let's see, another playthrough. I'd definitely be down with that. That would be fun. I definitely like that. But we'll see. We'll see. If that is out anyway. Because again, Guild Wars 1 Remaster is not bad. Because I do think it really is one of those games that does deserve a bit of a visual upgrade, I would say. Like, you know, for example, just have a bit of a better character creator, have some, you know, more options for Okay, that's actually good. That's a good question because I would definitely like to see some more character creator stuff. That is part one. On the other hand, okay, at that point I'm like, okay, do we get the upgrade for free if we own the game already? Question mark. But we'll see. I would think, yeah, the main thing should be like the main thing a remaster could do or remake is like actually, you know, getting the character creator just to have a bit more variety, and also just the stuff you can put on your character. Because like
Be honest, they will infest it with skins again.
what?
Let's be honest, they will infest it with skins again.
Yeah, fair point. Oh, apparently it's just an update. Well, that is nice. Then we can just play it anyway. We just need the expansion at some point.
Would be nice.
Seems to imply it like that. I mean, yeah, if it's just Guild Wars 1, but you know, the models are nicer, that would also be great. The thing I just would say is, one of the oddest things that is just in Guild Wars 1. No. Eye of the North is not free. Not last time I checked. Oh! Okay, you know what? That seems to be actually a good thing. That we just get all the expansions if we have one of the campaigns. That is good. Then we can actually play Eye of the North. Can make new characters and play through. And okay, question is, if the remaster actually spawns a bit of a resurgence in Guild Wars players, will we see the dancing elementalists again? Because that was the funniest shit that happened in that game. Because see, everyone had shit underwear except elementalists who had lingerie. So a lot of people just stripped naked and danced, spent the dance emoji. Just like, God, people were desperate back in the days. Still no subscription fees. One campaign, prophecies, okay, interestingly, not Eye of the North. Eye of the North had some of the best content in Guild Wars. Just saying. That was fun. The dungeons were really fun.
Take it down.
Well,
Come on.
if we land defense, we're just going to rush, and if that is just not working out, we're gonna go conquest again. Okay, I still don't know which kills are counted or not, but I guess I'm getting progress. No. Let's look up some Rush. And, well, I'm... Ah. And defend us again, but interesting different area. From more of the south, actually.
Be advised, we have visual on incoming assault. Mobilize defense on all communications terminals.
Use a medkit. Take what you can carry.
Yeah, fuck it. After that round, we're going back to some tanking and... Might force some tanking. Yeah. I mean, it's still a bit shitty, they're like, oh yeah, you have this hall that you can present in Guild Wars 2 and all that, and then yeah, the actual items are not going to be visible in Guild Wars 2. It's like, why do this then? Amazing concept for, amazing concept actually, but lol. LMAO.
Come on.
But yeah, looks like a pretty good rush layout again, so probably gonna
Take what you can carry.
Leaving the battlefield. Return to combat. Enemy forces are being depleted. Keep on the attack.
at least stuff cools down now. I mean, hey, also another point of why the Game Awards are a bit of a clown show. Oh yeah, there is a best strategy game selection, and Robo Universalis 5 isn't even nominated this year.
Technically, it's grand strategy, but I don't think they ever took genres and subgenres that serious.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just more of the whole, if we did that, they would have not enough things to select. But still, yeah. It is still one of those. Listen, you could have just put that on the list. Like you could have just made the mental note. Yep, new major Paradox title releasing very close to our deadline. We just need to observe if it's majorly broken, and I mean, I guess it is. But also we don't know because everyone is just right now guessing a lot.
Take what you can carry.
Okay, basically, so what basically happened is that apparently something in trade was fucked at launch. Also, something in the trade system of Europa Universalis 5 is apparently...
Specifically, the trade maintenance cost calculation.
Yeah, but apparently from what we get, some people suggest there might be something else going on there. But apparently stuff was fucked, but because other things were also fucked at launch in the trade system, it kind of worked again. So basically what happened, you could make a lot of money with trade, which is obvious. Trade is like one of the key things you do in Europa Universalis. Then they realized, oh shit, wait, something is wrong. Trade is not supposed to be this cheap. So they turned the trade maintenance cost up yesterday. And, well, basically trade became so unprofitable that it effectively was better for you to have no trade active than any trade at all, which should not be the case. Hotfix today, they reverted it. It was also said, how was it? Yeah, it was trade maintenance cost should now just work correctly, which apparently, oh, that was fucked. So people turn it on, and there was one video, YouTuber who was like, here's my save from, you know, before these changes happened. And how to put it in the best words, it still doesn't work. because suddenly the cost of the cord, which is also calculated by trade volume, it just went up. So
The sector is lost. Mobilize new lines.
once again, it became more. It just became better to not have trade at all.
At a certain point, at least.
At a certain point, in the beginning, you do want to have a bit of trade, and it's not as impactful. But later on, you just want to turn off trade, especially if you can be self-sufficient. You want trade to be turned off.
Yeah, you want to only trade what you absolutely need for pop satisfaction or that your economy works, or extremely profitable trade. Especially ones with low volume.
Yeah, because apparently something in the volume calculation might be fucked. But the reality is we don't know. Because as a bunch of people pointed out, we're still in the finding out phase of the game, and apparently not even the devs know what is wrong. Because, yeah, apparently enough things were broken at once that it at least felt like everything was working as intended. So, imagine that! Imagine that! Enough is broken that it's working kinda as intended. Then you find out, wait, something is broken, better fix that. Wait, cascading effect, what is going on now? But apparently that is the current state of EU5, which might not be good, considering I've seen a lot of people struggle with EU5 even on a basic level. Like, frankly, I also am in the part of I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. And we also think that this trade change probably broke the multiplayer playthrough of me and Agonia.
I don't know.
It could,
Not relevant,
it
really.
could be, but yeah. The thing is just, I don't know what I'm doing really, but I get through the plague. I can get a normal country into a relatively profitable position. Yeah. I mean, I'm not good, but like, yeah, apparently enough people just die through the Black Plague. And I get it, the Black Plague is like, it's kind of insane.
If you have especially like a big population and the Black Plague hits you, you could get into a death spiral simply because you built the wrong buildings.
Yeah. I mean, there is an interesting thing about the Black Plague, because, let me put it like this. The Black Plague is basically a mini endgame crisis, but it hits you like in the beginning of the game, like just a few years after you start.
And as far as I can tell, it can even hit again.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know what capacity, but we just know there was one big plague. I know that. And that's always a thing that can spawn, but like, the whole it can come again wouldn't surprise me, would be amazing. But yeah, that's the problem. Because you need to keep in mind, pops are simulated to a degree in EU5. And your pops are what work your fields, work your mines, work your everything. They're your rulers, they're your, you know,
For the Black Plague, the most important thing is your workers and peasants and burgers.
yeah.
Everything else, usually not a big problem. But that's the thing. If you build lots of burger buildings in your cities, and then they all happen to die, even though you built a hospital there, because you're just unlucky,
Yeah. I mean,
or because there's a giant population, and
yeah,
so,
I mean,
so just a big number of them have to die off. Especially if you already have a developed city in the beginning with lots of buildings, and you just build more. Yeah, then you're fucked.
very much. I know in my Ottoman playthrough, I got through it relatively unscathed, but the Ottomans are ironically... I mean, okay, the Ottomans are probably just unfair when it comes to the Black Plague. Because, A, they are relatively small in the beginning. Relatively. But they just have so many upsides that they can just then keep on conquering... Just conquering everything back.
And it's their culture, even religion.
Yeah, it's just interesting. But,
So building something like bridges or roads, even food, is probably a lot more important.
yeah, but like when I compare...
And get a lot of a slight buffer of money.
But, you know, when I compare to my... How's it called? When I compare to my... to the Naples playthrough that we did. I do... the thing I see is that, like, Naples has 2.4 million people. That's a lot. So you can actually, like, you're rich, you're sitting well, we're well positioned, you can make so much money with Naples. So, how should I put it in the nicest way? I went from 2.4 to 1.5 million. I just lost so fucking much.
All call signs. Attack and target the objective. Take ground and control it at all costs. Let's move.
We need a traction ball and marked objective. Get a rocket on it!
Bravo is under our control.
But no one helped me. Great. Hey, 2 vehicles destroyed at least. Okay, let's see. That's a Bradley M1A2. Getting that.
Defensive position needed on the marked objective.
Now think about how Heroes of the Storm had a character that was an actual tank, but it wasn't a tank.
Yes.
Drop the ball! I mean, Sergeant Hammer was fun.
More objectives. Keep pushing. We've lost control of Bravo.
Our forces are hitting Alpha. Be advised, Charlie is under attack. Objective Alpha is under our control. We need attack support on the marked objective.
I mean, no, I'm not. I liked her as well. Like, Sergeant Hammer was very fun to play. The thing is just, yeah, as someone who, you know, plays games like Battlefield with tanks, and I also played, how's it called? StarCraft. Like, I know how to use siege tanks. Siege tanks are quite fun, actually. Was the tank not destroyed? It's just still funny that, you know, she's a tank. It's a special, you know, it's a specialist role, like.
Special little tank.
What?
Special little tank.
She's a happy little tank.
That is one.
By the way, I should, yeah, I have the vehicle stuff in. Let's go down the left side this time. I like AFBs. Yeah, Eastwood is like definitely. No. Don't detract that main battle tank. Listen, I am just a Bradley, okay? A humble little Bradley. I can't fight a Leopard too. This is not doable. But yeah, actually very excited if we get downtown in the beginning of next year. I think that's probably also gonna be a great map for tanks.
Hostiles now control Delta. The enemy is securing more objectives. Let's rally and counter.
Okay. The IFV game. You dodge a lot of shit and then you shoot back sometimes. Easy. I really wish we got manual reload back though for vehicles. It is weird sitting on
Charlie has been neutralized.
6 shells and, you know, not being able to reload. Okay, oh, fuck. Pretty well, actually. Oh, one more kill on infantry ground vehicles.
Hostiles now hold more objectives.
Ah. I mean, I could get the cheap... no. Or do we want to bully air? Question mark. Do we want to bully air? Because I can just wait for the Bradley again. Chat, should we bully air people? Oh, we can't. Anyway, Bradley it is then. Whee. Someone took the Apache and can't fly. And they crashed and burned. Dann war's vorbei. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
We need attack support on the marked objective. Be advised, hostiles attacking Bravo.
That was the helicopter? It's really not clear when something hits you, but anyway. Let's drive in with the big boy. Honestly, tank charges are just not a thing anymore like that.
We are attacking objective Bravo.
Wow. Okay.
Fuel on objective Bravo. We are moving on Delta. Hostiles are attacking objective Alpha. Hostiles still hold our objectives.
Something, I feel like sometimes the damage calculations is still bugged.
We've lost control of objective Alpha. We need attack support on the marked objective.
Oh well.
Our forces have neutralized objective Charlie.
Right, keep this up and the fight is on. Get it done. Secure Charlie.
That's it. Give it to us. All right, we've taken the lead.
Be advised, Alpha's under attack.
He didn't see me. Okay. I was almost. That went relatively well. Well, you cannot bully people using AP, but command and conquer. Yeah. In RTS, it's always a bit. I mean, IVs are usually, you can definitely bully them with that. It's just, I get why it's a bit weirdly balanced here. I mean, hey, I'm still pissed they don't have the linebacker as the anti-air, because, oh no, vehicles. So Hexamata uses export Gepards. So export German Gepards, export Leopard 2A Force, export Swedish CB90s. It's like a lot of export stuff, you know. Also Eurocopter. For some reason, the same attack the Black Hawk though. You could have found a different one. There are a lot of export stuff. Oh, hey, export Gripen. And I think it's that's Gripen. That's the SU-24. Anyway, so oh hey, you know, you have the German export Gepard as anti-air for Pax Armata. And the British Cheetah, which is a variant of the Gepard for NATO, which is just like, why? Like, oh hey, you know, we have standard US Army stuff, you know, it's US Army MBT, US Army IFV, US Army attack helicopters, jets, but like, oh yeah, but but you couldn't put the linebacker in the game, right? Which is just, you know, by the way, just so you know, the linebacker is the Bradley chassis with an anti-air gun. Yeah. I don't know. Hey, made some good progress. Not here, ironically. Well, it's gonna be fun to play Sabotage, and you will probably see me have that unlocked next week, I would say. And yeah, during after that, I guess we'll just see where we end up with everything. Oh yeah, right. If you're wondering, the new... Do I have them unlocked? Not... Oh yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. See you all then. Tomorrow is EDF time. So Gonia's gonna be back. Well, she's always here. But she's gonna be more present when we kill aliens. And yeah, hope you all have a wonderful day. Yeah, the new map is great. Could not really play it, but like in any other mode in attack for once, but I'll probably see that over the next week. So yeah, see you all. Probably gonna have more Eastwood over the next weeks until they have the map variant drop and see how that winter event is going. And as I said, Game Awards shit with Gen AI should not be getting any awards or be nominated at best. Just period. Well, yeah, see ya.